Hi, welcome to this module. In this module, we're going to discuss network bandwidth management. Network bandwidth management is another very important and interesting feature on the Huawei firewalls. What we do in network bandwidth management is that we can define the minimum or guaranteed bandwidth for certain types of traffic. We can configure or we can limit the maximum amount of bandwidth that traffic can have, certain types of traffic can have, and we can put a limit on the maximum number of connections that a resource can open or a particular flow of traffic can open or through the firewall. The contents would be an overview of bandwidth management, then the basic principles of bandwidth management, configuration and deployment, and finally we'll take a brief look at the troubleshooting steps. The basic concept of bandwidth management is that we want to either limit the traffic or we want to define the minimum amount of guaranteed bandwidth that the traffic can have, and then we can define or limit the maximum number of connections that can be opened by certain types of traffic. How do you define the type of traffic? The type of traffic can be defined based either on the source IP address or destination IP address, source security zone, destination security zone, inbound and outbound interfaces, service, user and applications. But the important thing is that whatever is the basis of our traffic identification, we are basically either guaranteeing the bandwidth or we are limiting the bandwidth or we are limiting the connections. So bandwidth guarantee, bandwidth limit and connection limit, these are the three aspects of bandwidth management that we will be looking at. So these are the three pillars of bandwidth management: bandwidth guarantee, bandwidth limit and connection limit. So by implementing bandwidth management, we are achieving one or more of these features for the traffic that we define in our firewall. The different application scenarios that we can have, the typical application scenario is that if different types of traffic is moving through our network towards the internet, let's say goes through our firewall, the different types of traffic would be ERP traffic, email traffic, P2P traffic and online video traffic. We can see that out of these traffics, these are critical or important service traffics, ERP traffic and email traffic. P2P traffic and online video traffic, these are non-critical or unimportant service traffic that is passing through our firewall. So our requirement could be that we want these types of traffic or these traffics, ERP and email traffic, to have higher priority over these traffics, so that if there is any congestion or if there is any issue, this traffic should not be dropped, or this traffic should pass through the firewall, and this traffic, if needed, should be dropped. So we want to provide different types of services, or we want to provide preferential services to these traffics, and we want to provide less preferential services, or we want to provide less quality of service to these types of traffic. This is the purpose of bandwidth management. So indirectly what we are trying to say is, or what we are trying to do is, that we want to either assure minimum bandwidth or guaranteed bandwidth to these traffics, and on the other hand we might want to limit the maximum amount of bandwidth that these traffics or these applications can use, and we also want to limit the number of maximum connections that these types of traffic can have at the same time going through the firewall. While we are doing this, we can have shared traffic profiles for multi-dimensional bandwidth management. What this means is that, for example, we have two departments, Department A and Department B. We want to limit the bandwidth of department for the users of Department A, and we want to put another limit for the users in Department B. We want to define the maximum amount of bandwidth that they can have. But at the same time, we also want to put a limit on the P2P traffic for both the departments, that both the departments should not be able to send more than this amount of P2P traffic. So now we have multi-dimensional bandwidth management for these two departments. One is the bandwidth management which we are doing for Department A and Department B separately, whereby we are either guaranteeing the bandwidth or we are, let's say, limiting the maximum amount of bandwidth that can be used by either of these departments. Then we are sharing a traffic profile for P2P traffic across these two departments. which means that these two departments cannot share or cannot send more than a certain amount of P2P traffic. So this is what we call a shared traffic profile for multi-dimensional bandwidth management. So we are managing the bandwidth for users of these two departments in multiple dimensions. One is based on the department level and the other one is based on the type of traffic, in this case the P2P traffic. This is called multi-dimensional bandwidth management using shared traffic profiles. Another feature which is part of the overall bandwidth management configuration is the dynamic event distribution, which means that, for example, if we have allocated certain amount of bandwidth for department A, that this department or all the users of this department together cannot use more than this amount of bandwidth. Now this is the limit that we have applied to all the users of this department. What the firewall is going to do is that firewall is going to evenly distribute this limit across all the users of this department. So if there are 10 users of this department trying to use this bandwidth, the firewall is going to distribute the available bandwidth across those 10 users. And if the number of users increase, more users join in from the same department, now the number of users is 20, it is going to decrease the amount of average bandwidth that is allocated to each of them, because now the number of users have increased. Number of users has increased. So what we call this is dynamic event distribution, to equally allocate bandwidth resources for users. So we are equally distributing the bandwidth resource across all the users. If the number of users decreases, the amount of bandwidth will increase per user. If the number of users increases, then the amount of bandwidth per user will decrease. This is what we call dynamic event distribution. So this is the two important aspects of bandwidth management, whereby we are doing either multi-dimensional bandwidth management or dynamic event distribution for users in a particular group. In the next video, we are going to take a look at the bandwidth management features a little bit more in detail. So see you in the next video.